Hey everybody, welcome back to the Civilian Armory. You might have guessed this video is going to be about AR-15 and M4 pistol grips. Um, so there's just a bajillion options out there, right? You can literally get anything your sweet little pea picking heart desires when it comes to pistol grips. You can get pistol grips from VZ that are like $100 and they're micarta and they're gorgeous looking. You can get, I've seen wooden AR-15 pistol grips, real decorative looking. You've got the standard, hard plastic stock, comes with a lot of rifles. This one's an old one that I've had for a long time that has been through the ringer. Took it off, changed it out, upgraded to something a little, in my opinion, better. There's nothing wrong with these. There's a couple of companies that make like a boat plug style core that you can store stuff in the pistol grip. That's kind of a common thing now, is storing stuff in your pistol grip. A lot of people, myself included, don't like the real aggressive cant of a standard AR-15 pistol grip. And right, you do a lot of prolonged shooting and walking, shooting and moving. It is a little uncomfortable to hold your wrist at that angle and also keep your firing hand elbow down. Right, so to make that easier, and also as we bolt more and more stuff to our chests, there are companies that are coming out with shallower, it's actually steeper, but you get the point, not as canted grip angles. All right, so here is a BCM Mod 3, and we're going to lay them at the same angle on the top, and we see that there is a considerable difference in the angle of that grip. And these are almost always more comfortable, right? And it's a common thing. A lot of companies now, move my camera back here a little bit, a lot of companies now are shallowing up that grip angle. And we've, the shooting community has really gotten behind that. By and large, we've wholesale adopted the less aggressive grip angles. Just for show and tell purposes, these are actually the same angle. This is a Hogue overmolded grip. So if you do like the aggressive grip angle, and you just want something a little more grippy, these Hogues are actually not bad. They've got a little bit of swell to them that kind of swell there in the middle that the standard grips don't have. You can see it there as it swells out right here. That's a more comfortable grip, but it maintains that same angle, which is why you see I own one and it's not currently in service. So that's just another, this one's a newer one that came with some parts that a buddy of mine ordered for a rifle he was building. It just came with it as part of the lower parts kit, and he has no intention of using it. So it is just hanging out at my house, which is fun. So when we start getting into the modified grip angles, you've got a lot of companies that are doing that. You've got BCM, the BCM Mod 0, Mod 1, Mod 2, Mod 3. They all have subtle differences from each other. Some of them will be a little wider than others. Some of them are a little wider this way than others. You can get on BCM's website and read about each one. They do a pretty decent job of explaining. You've also got Ergo. I don't have any Ergo grips because I like the BCMs so much. You've also got Magpul. Magpul has several different options. They have their MOE grips, their MOE K grips, K plus, K2 plus, MOE plus. They've got a whole myriad of different grips, and right, it's hard to explain all the differences to you. You'd kind of have to be here a little bit. So this is an MOE K2 plus. It's got a little swell right here. You can even kind of see it there on the camera. It's got a little swell right there. It's got a nice shallow grip angle. The MOE K2 plus is similar-ish to the Gunfighter Mod 3. They've got a little difference here in just how they are swelled, but the angle is pretty similar. The MOE K2 Plus is a rubberized grip. The BCMs are not. They've got a texture to them that I really like a lot. I don't dislike the MOE K2 Plus. I do like rubber grips, just not on all of my rifles. So that's the MOE K2 Plus that was just there on the black rifle. We'll take it, set it aside. This here, move my camera forward, is the MOE Plus grip. You see it's back to a more steep angle. It's comparing it to a standard M4 grip. The angle is very similar. The difference is that they've added the little thumb swell here, and also that it is rubberized. So the MOE Plus grip has kind of a standard cant like a normal AR15 grip does, but it has some upgraded features. It's got the rubbery coating on it. It's got this thumb swell here. It's got a little swell here that you can kind of see in the camera there. And it has, like almost all the Magpul grips, it has the door in the bottom. You can store stuff in there. There's nothing stored in this one, but this rifle's pretty freshly built. So you can store stuff in the bottom of it. The Magpul doors come all the way out like that. They've got a little groove that they run in. You got to push them straight back in to get them in. Get this rifle laid out of the way over here. And then we have another BCM grip. And this is the one that's on my kind of, at the moment, primary rifle. This is a BCM Mod 0. It's pretty slim in through here. This swell is not very aggressive. It's got the standard flip open door that the BCMs are known for. That's a bottle of oil that I keep in there. Rubbery door. It's not waterproof. There is a space here on the side where water could maybe get in. I wouldn't call it waterproof, but it is pretty dry as far as storage goes for the most part. It is a rubber door. It might seal up. I wouldn't stake my fortune on it. I wouldn't hide a flash drive in there or something. Keep batteries in there. Maybe you'd be all right. Bottle of oil is what I keep in there. I keep batteries elsewhere on the rifle. That'll be a kind of a different video. So this is a Mod 0. This is a Mod 3. You can see the difference here. A lot of people get pinched right there on a standard AR15, M4, M16 receiver. You can get pinched right there kind of sometimes. So BCM has alleviated that by putting that little kind of tit on there. That does interfere with these trigger guards on the M4E1 receivers. That's worth noting. So if you are going to use an M4E1 receiver and you just absolutely have to have the real swollen out kind of fat grip, I believe the one you're after is the Mod 1 or Mod 2. one or the other. I can look that up and I'll put it in the comments, where you can actually remove this little piece here. So that's just kind of a rundown. These have the same kind of shallow angle, right? That is, having a hard time doing this. Camera here a little bit. There we go. Flop that sling back out of the way. These two have the same kind of shallow angle. When we put them up in line with each other here like that, we see that the angulation is similar. Kind of the main difference on the Mod 3 and the Mod 0, besides that little tit that we talked about, is how wide they are. Get my camera pulled loose here, like that. You don't have as much swell, and I'm not going to take this off just to show you. You don't have as much swell on a Mod 0 as you do. Oh, that rifle's going to balance like that. On a Mod 3. You can see that this one swells out more than this one does. And that's kind of the main difference in the two, besides the little tit here. They both have the same thumb swell section. They've got the same angle. And those are the main differences. My favorite are the BCM grips. I think they're the best. I like the way they feel in my hand. I like how grippy they are. I like the angle. I like the door. BCMs have the door. This one's a rubber door as well. This one's brand new. It's getting ready to go on a new build, so it's a little hard to get open. But yeah, BCM, Gunfighter, Mod 0, Mod 1, Mod 2, Mod 3 grips, they're all fantastic. The K2 Plus grips from Magpul are also good grips. These here are my favorite. Thanks for watching, guys.